Alright, let's talk about visualizing major scales or how to see major scales as they occur on the keyboard in a visual way. Okay, so sometimes you might hear me talk about the shape of a scale. And if you've ever heard me talk about the shape of the scale, I'm talking about sort of the shape of whether it starts in the white and goes up to black and then across. You know, I'm talking about those type of movements. So I want to draw a few diagrams so that you can start to learn how I visualize the major scale. So let's pick a random one. Let's try let's try B flat. Okay, so first of all, I'll just draw the scale as I kind of see it in this diagram form. This is kind of blurry. Okay, there we go. And then I'll explain what this diagram means. Okay. So this is the key of B flat. Okay. So what's going on here? Well, as we'll see in a second, these black dots represent black keys, and these white circles represent the white keys within the scale. These lines, okay, connecting the notes, those are all those are whole steps, okay? And if you've watched my previous videos on major scales, you know that I kind of separate the major scale into two collections of whole steps. Okay, so this middle point is actually a half step. This is where they connect. Okay, but for the sake of clarity, I'm not going to draw a connection point because then that will just look like a whole step. Okay, and if we were to continue the scale, it would just start over. All right. So now let's take a look at actually how this diagram compares to what it looks like on the piano. Oh, my keyboard is not on. Okay, cool. So we've got this black note here. So this is that first chunk of the diagram. Sort of goes down and across one note. Here's that part of the scale. Okay, those first three notes. All right, and then here's the second half. Okay, and then it starts over. So that is the B flat major scale. Now let's try another example. Okay, so this time let's pick a random note again. How about G flat? So this time, first of all, I'll play the scale first this time, and then you can try and imagine what the diagram is going to look like. Okay, so here we go. So first we start off with 3 black notes. Again, the first 3 notes are all a whole step apart. Okay, then we have a half step going to 4. Then we go up to a couple black notes. And a whole step to 7. Okay, and that's the scale. Okay, so now I'm going to play the 7 notes again. Let's take a good look at the diagram one more time. Across, starting on 4, we go white, black, black, white. So it goes up, across, and down. Now as I play the scale, you'll kind of see that shape manifest. Those are the 7 notes. And then we just start over. Okay? Cool. Let's do one more. Let's try the key of D. So this time, I want you to pause the video. Okay? Pause the video and try to draw out the diagram yourself. Remember that there's going to be essentially 2 halves of the scale. A chunk of 3 notes, a chunk of 4 notes, and they're connected. The whole steps are connected by those lines, okay? Black notes are with the black dot and white notes are with the open circle. All right, give it a try. Okay, cool. So here I'm going to start. We have our root, 2, 3. Those are connected. Then 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. So now as we play the D major scale, as I play those 7 notes, you can kind of see that shape. See how it goes across and up, and then here starting on the white note again, across and up, and then you start over. Cool. Seeing notes as in scale patterns, in chord shapes, this visual way of experiencing those musical elements might be kind of useful. So try a couple examples, okay, and practice visualizing these patterns even when you're not at the keyboard. Seeing these little shapes will help you memorize the scales, okay? So give it a try.